Hello everyone and welcome. It's been a while since I've made a YouTube video, but here I am. In this video, I'd like to talk about something that I've been working on over the past couple of weekends, and it's a relay server for Fish networking. I have a very simple setup here where I have a network manager, a transport manager, a new component called relay tugboat, and a player spawner and a HUD. We'll get back to the relay tugboat later, but for now, let's take a look at the HUD, which is a very simple component, just a couple of buttons, start, stop server and client. And then the player is also very simple. You have a speed field, and when you start, you change your color to green or blue or red, based on whether you're the owner or not. And then in an update function, I have a simple movement script. When you're holding your left mouse button or touching the screen, you just rotate in a circle around the origin, okay? Now, the player itself is also very simple. It's just a cube with a network object, a mesh renderer and filter, the player script, and a network transform to synchronize the position, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and start up my relay server, okay? Which I have over here. I can do it like this. And now the relay server has started. I'm going to go back in Unity, enter play mode, and I'm going to maximize the game view, and I'm going to say start a server, and then start a client. And you can see that I have a cube on the right side. When I click, it rotates around, okay? Now, on my phone, I have made a build of this game, and I am going to run it right now. And hopefully there is a screen recording of my phone that I can show in the video as well. Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. Now I'm going to get the recording going. All right, so as you can see, hopefully on the screen right now, I have a no Wi-Fi. I'm just using mobile data to connect to this server I have hosted here. So when I press start client, you can see that on my phone, when I press the the red cube on the PC rotates, and when I click on the PC, on the phone, the same thing happens. And this is all happening because the relay is forwarding the data between the players. This basically allows you to connect players across networks without having to deal with all the weird shenanigans when it comes to servers, NetHole, punch through, and peer-to-peer, etc. Okay? And the reason I made this is relays are quite simple. They're not like very easy, but they're simple in concept and therefore simple to implement if you have the patience. And plus, relay pricing these days is insane. You have Unity Game Services, for example, which gives you 50 players monthly for free, and then you pay 16 cents per additional concurrent user, which, if you think about it, you have 1,000 players on average, you're paying $160, which is absolutely insane. That's not accounting for things like bandwidth costs, which are outlined down here. Same thing with Edge Gap. You have a free tier, and then you have the pay as you go. They have a pricing calculator down here. You can just go ahead and look at it for yourself. I'm not going to bother, but they give you more features, I believe, than Unity and slightly better pricing. And then you have cloud providers like Photon here, which are, this one is just one of the worst priced services. I mean, some studios use it because it's well known, it's enterprise, etc. But this pricing is trash, like $95. You say one time here, but I don't think why, like how. It says for 12 months, then you have to either, I think, upgrade to another tier or renew it. Still, 95 for 100 players only is absolutely insane. With a relay that you can self-host, you can go to something like Hetzner or Vultr and simply get yourself a server like this one, which is for $5.60. I'm not sponsored by Hetzner or Vultr, by the way. And you get an insane amount of bandwidth for free. Even if you have 1 terabyte for free, that's already a good deal. But Hetzner, I believe, gives you 20 terabytes. They reduced it recently, I don't remember, but still, anything close to 1 terabyte for free is more than enough for most games. Same thing here for Vultr. You get decent specs for your server, and you get 5 terabytes of bandwidth for, I believe, $5 or $7 a month as well, at least for the cheapest machine here. And since relays are really just, think of them as pipes between players, one end just takes the data from here and puts it over to the other end, and vice versa from the other end. That's a gross simplification, but that's pretty much what relays do. And having a relay that you can self-host and control is much better than relying on third-party services, especially if you already have a server, let's say, at home, and you would like to host a a multiplayer party with your friends or your local community, whatever. Having a free relay that you can self-host is much better than relying on these services. Now, let's go back into Unity and take a look at the relay tugboat component that I have. I have over here my relay address, which I'm going to censor, but basically it's my server IP, and then I have my port, which is the relay port, the port the relay service is running on, or server is running on, and then you have the room code here. The room code is basically which room this player would like to join. You can have as many rooms as you want, and you can have as many players as you want per room. Of course, this is still something I would like to work on, to add limits per room, etc., and allow you to query the number of players in there and such. But for now, I think this is suitable, at least for my use cases. Okay, and that's it. That's really it. You just provide a relay address, a relay port, a room code, you host your server, and you get yourself a running relay. I haven't released this yet. I was just showing it off to get some feedback from the community, and then hopefully in the coming month I'm going to open source this project and get people to use it, get feedback, and hopefully get some contributions, as this is a big undertaking. But anyway, that's all I had to say in this video, really, and I hope you found it useful. I'm excited for this, and hopefully something good comes out of it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.